And so if it do be a bad storm, ain't nowhere to go really but pray and hope that God just spare us.
Nothing between you and a storm but a prayer.
Oh my God.
Severe Weather Center 13 has tracked Tornado Alley moving over the Mid-South. Tonight, we investigate. Are we ready?
So we are not prepared at all.
We are not.
The dangerous weather change has already happened. We are already seeing more tornadoes in our community than ever before. And those storms keep getting stronger. In this Severe Weather Center 13 investigation, meteorologist Brittany DeBose looked at our buildings, our codes, and even your home to uncover the Mid-South is not ready for these storms.
Green fields and dark skies look almost serene as a massive funnel formed over Oklahoma. There's no fear of lives lost or homes destroyed. Only farms and fields stand in its way. That's not the case here in the Mid-South. With a higher population density, any storm that forms could bring devastation.
The concern comes from a climate shift we've tracked closely in Severe Weather Center 13. Warmer Gulf temperatures bring in more moisture our way, and add that to the mega drought in the Southwest, and the traditional tornado alley has moved east with a bullseye right around Memphis.
These new trends of tornadoes, they're not as regulated. They're not happening from March to June anymore, and they're not happening between 5 to 9 p.m. They're just unpredictable, happening throughout the year.
Dr. Raz Nazari is a chair of the University of Memphis' Civil Engineering program. He studies storms and building codes and points to some stark differences between the traditional tornado alley and the new one surrounding the Mid-South.
Well, the problem is because this region wasn't really known for having EF2s and plus, the building codes are not there. The system is not there. Community preparedness not there. Community education is not there. So we are not prepared on multiple fronts.
In the traditional tornado alley to our west, building codes help ensure homes are storm ready, built with bricks and basements you can find shelter in an instant. But here in the Mid-South,
you're very much a sitting duck.
From 2019 to 2023, Mississippi averaged the highest number of tornadoes every year, 117. Even more than Texas, which in landmass is 5.5 times larger than the Magnolia State. It also had the most deaths at 24, followed by Tennessee at 17. But Mississippi is also building manufactured and mobile homes at a faster rate than any other state. They accounted for 28.7% of all new homes in Mississippi last year, even though they're considered far less safe in a storm than a site-built home.
And it do be scary sometimes. It get real scary.
Alvin Webb is a maintenance worker in this mobile home park near Tunica. For miles around, there are only farm fields, giving no wind break, and nothing to slow down a tornado moving through.
When the wind is up, all you can do is pray. Just pray. That's all I can say. Just pray.
These homes are held up by cinder blocks, the roofs, then sheets of metal, and FOX13 tracked the nearest tornado shelter is nearly a half hour away. After Hurricane Andrew devastated South Florida in 1992, flattening homes for miles in Homestead, the state made sweeping regulatory changes with stricter building laws, making sure future homes could better withstand storms. Dr. Nazari wants to see Mid-South states enact similar standards. He suggested FEMA P361, which gives guidance for storm shelters in homes and communities, and International Code Council 500 that will require new home builders to install storm shelters.
With that one comes reinforced walls, safe rooms, and also anchoring for mobile homes and so on. But the challenge with those is that they increase the cost of construction. And in a region that affordability is already an issue, now that becomes a double whammy, and it may face a lot of resistance from the community.
With the high price of safety, Dr. Nazari says change has to start with state government, incentivizing builders to include storm shelters by providing tax breaks and other paybacks. But with the increase in tornado activity already here, any future action to keep us safer is already late.
What will happen if we don't adapt in the next 5 years or the next 10 years and even longer than that?
Well, if you want to see what happened is, let's go back to one of the recent events in Kentucky that 90 plus people have died. So these massive loss of lives are going to become very common, and we cannot allow that.
March will start severe weather season in the Mid-South with the same number of tornadoes over the next 3 months as the rest of the year combined. We put a link to the nearest storm shelters to your home on your Fox 13 News app. And keep watching Severe Weather Center 13 as we give you the earliest warnings before the storms.